Hi guys, GameTalk Ajax AZ. We lost very important points, 2-1. I didn't see this one coming, to be honest, EyeJax. I'm also a little bit surprised by, I'm surprised by the game, but also the fact that we lost points, because going into this game, all signs were green. I mean, we just came from Champions League, 18 points, everything is going well, this team is buzzing, everybody's buzzing. And then we go and play AZ, and look, not to take away anything from AZ, but they're struggling this year a little bit, And I think in terms of quality, we're better. We're a better side. We're a better team. So, what happened? How did we lose this game?
Juan, that's a good question. I'm really getting fed up with these kind of games in the Eredivisie, because it looks like they can motivate themselves when they play Champions League, but every time we play in the Eredivisie again, they do not seem up to it, And also in the first half, in the first half, it wasn't that good. Nobody was playing well at Ajax. At the second half, they started playing football, and they lost through counters and a bad transitional defense, Yeah. And these kind of things, it really baffles me, because if you play in the Champions League, you can all of a sudden motivate yourself and play good from the beginning when the game starts. And in the Eredivisie matches, it's from the beginning every time they're like not good enough, or they're just like chilling a bit, and the urgency isn't there, and it really annoys me. Because these things are reoccurring at the moment, There are a few games we managed to win, but a lot of games the last weeks were bad results or just like narrow wins, and not the Ajax we're used to in the Champions League.
Exactly.
So I'm actually quite mad about it.
Look, you can argue, right? I was thinking about the first half, like you said. We didn't have any shots on target. I was surprised by that. And we also have this curse this season, as you know. If we go 0-0 into the,
Yeah.
You know what happens. We're not going to win the game. And honestly, I thought the second half we played better. I thought actually, like you said, we conceded 2 goals, but we were the better side. We had much more chances to score to win this game. Are we talking about luck, or are we talking like what you said? It has to do with the mentality from the start. If you're not switched on, like Ten Hag says, from the start, this team is not able to change it during the game.
The coach also. He's not able to change it during the game.
What do you mean?
Like turn it around, the plan B.
Yeah, but didn't you think today he made some good decisions?
No, actually, he made a few decisions, but still he could not turn it around. How is it possible for the team to play like this in the first half? So he tried to turn it around a bit, and it actually worked a bit. But tell me, why do you substitute Alvarez, for example?
But at that time we were.
I understand, but
behind.
But we went from like a 2 in the back, one at the 10 position, with the in Dutch you say, and the point to the front and the point to the back.
Yeah, a pivot.
Pivot, In the second half he substituted. He was going to play with 2 10s. With Gravenberch as the only defensive pivot.
But look, it's something that you have to try out. You have to score a goal.
But if you do this, and this is what I mean with coaching decisions, if you do this and you play with 1 pivot in front of defense, you should play a pure defensive midfielder there. Gravenberch is not a pure defensive midfielder. If you do not have the 2 persons to take the workload, you do have to have somebody there who can take up that role. If you're going to play with 2 10s, then you have to have balance behind it. And Gravenberch is not a pure defensive midfielder like Alvarez is.
But honestly, look, EyeJax, I understand what you're saying. It's a choice, it's a decision, and you have an opinion about it. But if you're like trailing 1-0, and let's be honest, Alvarez was not really having a good. A lot of players didn't have a good game, but he didn't have a good game either. I understand putting in Klaassen and bringing in more attacking options.
This is a different discussion, Juan.
Okay.
I understand he makes a decision to play with a double 10.
Yes.
But you have to make sure that behind the double 10 you have balance.
Okay.
And you will have more balance defensively with Alvarez at that position than with Gravenberch. Because Gravenberch is not a pure defensive midfielder. And you do not have 2 pivots anymore, you have 1. So you have to have somebody there who can read the game and bring the balance.
Yeah.
And even more if you play with 2 10s.
Okay. Taking away this discussion about Alvarez, didn't we have enough chances just to win this game?
Absolutely. Second half, we had enough chances. But what happened in the first half? We can now say we started playing better football in the second half. But tell me, what happened in the first half? We didn't create anything. How is this possible?
Yeah,
Where's the mentality? Where's the urgency to perform in the Eredivisie? Because now, if PSV wins this evening, you're trailing. You're in the second place.
Yeah, 1 point. Yeah, exactly.
How is this possible?
Yeah, I know. It's strange because the funny thing is also, I think this is the first time we conceded 2 goals in the Eredivisie. So everything that was going so well for us until this point, now it's cracking a little bit. And, you know, you see cracks happening here and there. But again, I feel like we had to win this game, and we had the better chances. Not much better. I mean, we have to give credits a little bit to AZ as well. Because you see, every team right now playing against us will play the same way.
Yeah, but do you blame the teams that they play like this?
No, I don't.
They try to get a result, and it's up to us, up to Ajax, up to the coaching staff, up to the players to solve this puzzle, to come up with a tactic to win these kind of games. And you cannot tell me that a tactical mastermind like Ten Hag is, you know, the pundits all love him, they want to have him abroad at other teams, you know. These kind of coaches need to have like tactical decisions, tactical knowledge to turn this around. This is not a one incident. This has been happening in between the Champions League games, in between the last months. We have had problems winning these kind of matches.
Okay, look, the 2 goals that we conceded.
Yeah.
What do you think went wrong? The first one, come on, that one was a lucky goal.
Yeah.
I mean, the ball went literally on his back.
On the back, yeah. So that these kind of things happen, you know. These unfortunate incidents can happen.
Yeah.
So if you're dominant and you create enough chances, you can like cancel it out by scoring a goal. But if you do not create any chances in the first half and start playing football in the second half of the second part of the second half, then you can be like critical on yourself for being there too late, you know, for turning on too late.
Yeah.
And the same is with the goal. It was a lucky goal because I do not think he intentionally played with his back. But yeah, these things happen, and you have to be there to solve it. And the second goal was just a counter. Anthony just let his player go. Yeah,
Wendell. Yeah, exactly.
And what happened there? You know, he went with him until the 16-yard box, and then he just stopped running.
Yeah, I know. Look, one more thing I want to add to the mix. No fans in the stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's a totally different stuff to play in front of your fans or play without your fans. I'm not looking or searching for excuses. I'm just putting it out there. How much can we also, I mean, players are also humans, you know? And if you don't have people cheering and, you know, like carrying you, it's a bit harder. It has to come from yourself. And especially, I thought Ajax, after the 1-0 that we conceded, they tried everything they can to come back in the game.
Yeah.
They were turning up the heat, basically. Yeah. And I feel it just didn't go our way.
Yeah, but
But you don't agree with me on
No,
this.
these things keep happening. And you can tell me, like, yes, they played better, and yes, they turned up more in the second half, but what happened in the first 60, 50 minutes?
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So we can tell, like, yeah, we tried, and maybe we should have won it. No, you should have been there at the beginning of the match, being motivated, trying to go for it, you know? Where was the motivation?
All right, final thoughts on whether... Do you think this is a one-off, or do you think this is a recurring issue and we have to be worried about this?
It is a recurring issue. And I want to think it's a one-off, and I've said it's maybe a one-off in previous matches where we were talking about it. But these things keep happening, and it's up to the coaching staff and up to the team to solve this puzzle. If teams play like this, you have to have an answer. And in the Champions League, you play against teams that try to play football. If we draw tomorrow a team that is a defensive team and just counter, it will be a difficult situation for us, because then you have to like solve these kind of problems against a team that has much more quality than these defensive teams in the Eredivisie.
Yeah.
So you tell me.